You laugh about 17 times a day. You don't plan it. You don't even think about it. It just happens, quietly, constantly. But the real answer is far stranger than you think. Surprisingly, it has nothing at all to do with jokes. Psychologist Robert Provine spent years recording laughter in ordinary public places, malls, sidewalks, cafeterias. He wasn't chasing comedians, he was chasing patterns. Most laughter, he found, follows ordinary sentences. I'll see you later. Laugh. The content barely mattered. What mattered was who was nearby. People laugh up to 30 times more often in groups than alone. 30 times. If laughter were really about humor, solitude shouldn't matter. A funny thought stays funny with no one around. But it doesn't work that way. Laughter needs an audience. So what was it built for? Neuroscientist Jaak Panksepp studied play in animals and found something remarkable in rats. During rough wrestling, young rats produce high-pitched chirps, too high for human ears without equipment. He called it rat laughter. It appears during safe physical contact. It stops the instant real aggression begins. The sound means one thing: this is safe. Chimpanzees do it, gorillas do it. Dogs signal something similar through their breathing during play. Across species, separated by millions of years of evolution, the same pattern keeps surviving. Picture your ancestors, small groups moving and surviving together. Physical closeness was constant. Wrestling, chasing, tickling, all of it risky, because touch can turn into harm in an instant. A sound that clearly meant, "this is safe," would have been priceless. It let rough play continue without triggering real conflict. Here's the surprising part. Tickling may be one of the oldest laughter triggers in the human lineage. Chimpanzees laugh when tickled. So do gorillas. Even Panksepp's rats respond in play-like ways to tickling. But tickling only works on certain spots: the neck, the ribs, the soles of the feet. Notice something about that list? Those are exactly the places most vulnerable in a fight. So when someone you trust touches those spots and your body answers with helpless laughter instead of fear, something ancient is running. Your nervous system is asking an old question: is this a threat? Laughter is the answer. No, this is family. This is play. A stranger touching those same spots gets a completely different reaction because the signal only works when trust is already there. Why can't you tickle yourself? Try it. Researcher Sarah Jane Blakemore's work on the brain found your mind cancels sensations you cause yourself, using a prediction system that filters your own movements from unexpected ones. Tickling depends on unpredictability, on someone else's hands doing what your brain didn't foresee. Laughter was never built to work alone. Then language arrived, groups grew larger, danger changed shape, less claws and branches, more reputation and belonging. Laughter evolved with it. Watch children today and you can still see the old pattern: a game of chase, a pile of kids collapsing in a heap. Laughter erupts before any words are exchanged, before anyone decides to be funny. It's not performance. It's a nervous system doing exactly what it did millions of years ago, confirming again and again, breath by breath, that everyone in the pile is still safe. Neuroscientist Sophie Scott found laughter is contagious in a way almost nothing else is. Hear it, and the brain regions tied to producing that same sound activate before you consciously choose to join in. She calls it one of the few truly involuntary human sounds, closer to reflex than choice. That contagion isn't an accident. A group that laughs together has just confirmed its bond, out loud, together. This is why a room can catch a laugh faster than almost anything else. This is why a laugh track works even when you know it's fake. Some old part of you hears safety and responds anyway, no matter how much your conscious mind insists it shouldn't. Think about who you laugh with most. Not strangers, the people you trust. That's not coincidence. And think about nervous laughter showing up at a funeral or after bad news, in a silence nobody planned. Maybe that isn't your body being careless. Maybe it's an old system firing under pressure, trying to signal safety to a group that suddenly, badly needs it, reaching for the oldest tool it has because no other tool feels fast enough. So the next time you laugh at something that isn't even funny, at a friend's ordinary sentence, remember what your body is actually doing. It isn't reacting to comedy, it's running a signal older than language, first used by wrestling rats and playing chimpanzees, a signal that once meant the difference between a friend and a threat. You laugh about 17 times a day, you don't plan it, you don't think about it. But now, finally, you know, it was never really about the joke, it was always about survival.